Okay, so here's another thing. Um, right. Uh, Blood is thicker than water. I think I've talked about this before, but I'm watching this video. Mom threatened to kick me out of the family, cut ties if I don't make amends with the family. Ooh, this started getting me thinking about you know, um, family isn't supposed to abandon family. Okay, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. But what if, let's say, that's like the situation that I'm in is my dad argues at me all the time and tells me everything I'm doing is completely wrong. Um, I could be making better decisions and da da da. Okay. So, am I the toxic one in this relationship, or possibly is it you? It's you. It's you, Dad. It's you. Okay. So now that we have that out of the way, and I can actually speak my piece because I don't have another person trying to dissuade what I'm saying here, and I can just think this through. Um, um, Toxic is as toxic does. If it walks like a duck, if it talks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, if it flies like a duck, if it waddles like a duck, what is it? It's a duck. If my dad's an asshole, my dad's an asshole. So, you know, I can't really do anything about that. Um, but now that I'm finally kind of walking away from my family, my mom, who's completely dysfunctional and only does her job maybe 4 hours a day, you know, and she's too busy like reorganizing her house for the 100th time this year, or for the last year. It's only like 4 days in to the new year, but you know what I mean. The last 12 months have been, you know, nothing's gotten accomplished, and it's always been like that with my mother. And my dad is the other way, where his house is all nice and neat and perfect, and the music he listens to is perfect. It's all happy and yeah, yeah, yeah. My life is awesome. You know, and just stuff like that. and um, just because you have more experience at life doesn't mean that, like, he doesn't allow me the ability to make my own decisions. And if I make my own decisions, it's not the way in how he would have done it. So therefore, it's the wrong decision, and he decides to belittle me. And you're like, dude, what the fuck? So now I'm 34 years old, and I've had a drinking problem for the last number of years. And finally I got sober about a year ago. Yay me! I've been sober like a year. Um, Good stuff, man. I don't even believe that. That's wild. I never thought I was going to reach that milestone. God is good though, right? And then that's another condescending thing I ask, right? Hey, I'm stepping away from the family. You know, God has told me in my soul. I kept praying, please God, help me reach my limitations, help me surpass my limitations physically, mentally, and spiritually. You know, and God said, bet. And that's exactly what he did. He's helping me finally turn into the person I've been asking for. I was dying on my bed from alcohol withdrawal and alcohol poisoning. And um, you know, fucking in pain, can't sleep for days, just horrible shit. In and out of rehab centers and all this other kind of stuff. And even after that, my dad is still arguing at me, this close to accidentally killing myself with alcohol. And, you know, and he's still arguing at me about everything. All right. So Look, the only time of the year that my family ever acts like family with me involved is right around the holidays. So I just skipped them this last year with the rest of my family because I'm not doing it anymore. Oh, you ever have someone criticize one of your accidental burps? Like you're doing it purposely just to piss them off? Like the one I just did not even a minute ago in this video? And then my mom's making fun of me. Why are you making that noise? What are you doing? You know? Oh, sorry. I'll even say, excuse me. Because I'm drinking fizzy lifting drinks, right? Monster. Caffeine. Fizzy lifting drinks. It's called soda. Okay? It's not booze. The snozberries taste like snozberries. That's a dick joke, in case you didn't know. Spotted dick. Willy Wonka, you're a weird man. But, as far as it goes for the rest of the situation, what is the point of talking to? That's like your bully coming back and saying, "Oh, I helped those guys in high school because I was the fat tall guy. Without me, they wouldn't have turned into the person." You know, it's the same thing that's going on with my father, right? He was a very angry man, violent too, and you know, he paints a completely different picture of who he is to you when he's behind closed doors, when it's just me and him, when it's, you know, when we're out in public and I'm trying to keep a private conversation private, and he gets out of the car and then he keeps like egging me on. So we're talking about it in the store to try to make it seem like I'm the fucking crazy one, you know? And like we're talking about like deeply personal things, you know, here. And like I'm in the middle of the fucking Target checking out because we had to go somewhere because dad was inconvenienced by something, you know, whatever. Just get the fuck out of my life. If your way of being a mentor is just to fucking bully me my entire life, then fuck you. Get out of my life. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. And then just condescending stuff. Getting in the car with my father, and he's trying to relate to me, you know, in like every way possible, which is fine. But you don't relate to me by saying stuff like I bet what happened here was I got in my car once and they bet like $50, me and my brother. I bet he's going to hit that car in front of him because my brother's an idiot. And then my dad maybe said, I want to know who said it. I want to know who said it. I'm talking about a hypothetical situation. I'm pretty sure it happened though, because then someone won the bet. And I get in the car with my dad another time for whatever reason. And my dad just barely gets past the cars like I do, because the turn radius on the Ford Focus 2012 is actually really good. They made the wheel wells a little bit deeper in the car, and you could turn the wheels pretty tight, you know, so that you can actually maneuver the car a little bit better, which is the way and how they all should be. That makes a lot of sense. He gets in the car with me, and he's like, I'm the master at it. And he's never told me he's had this skill ever, you know, up until like a week when he saw me drive my old piece of shit car I've had for like 15 years. So it's just all this little like kind of talks behind the scenes of different stuff. It just really fucking annoys me, you know, like be the person that be the person that you want to be, or be the person that you want to be treated as is the way to go, right? And it's just stuff like that. It's just very strange. You know, he seems to like putting me in weird situations, like my whole life existence, and I don't know why. I don't know what his problem is. But I'm just done with it. I can't wait to leave this house. I can't wait. Then he will have no power over me whatsoever. I didn't even want him to give me a house. He made it sound so opulent. He was going to make it so great. You know, there's mold under the sink. There's mold behind the you know, in the bathroom, I'm just done. It's in the shower that, you know, Dad, hey, the pipe's been leaking in the wall for the last 10 years. It was leaking before I moved in. I need you to fix it, you know? Oh, no, we can't do that. Well, what are we going to do? What if it turns into black mold? What if it is black mold and I'm breathing in spores? Well, you have to fix it. Okay, so what are we doing? So is there a contract here, or like what's going on? You know? No. It's all up to you. You have to make the money. Where am I going to make that kind of money? What am I going to do? How do I do that? Are you going to help me? It's still technically in your name, and you're the guy who made all the financial decisions. So, you know, for me for the last 10 years. So, I mean, if you go to court about it, they're just going to rule that, oh shit, your floors aren't up to date. You have to get the drywall fixed. And it was all under your financial plan, dude. You get it? So I'm going to move out, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to go find another place that's the same as this for the same rent money. Whatever. And I'm going to go learn. I'm going to go fix my life and put everything back in track where it's supposed to go. And what? You know what? And then they won't be able to say, no matter what, that they helped me at fucking all. Yeah, look at all that success you have. Oh, that's because of your dad. No, it's not. Nope. All you did was buy a building. That's it. That's all you did. You bought a house. You were a horrible father the entire time we were growing up until last week, until today. You know? The amount of parenting I actually had in my entire life existence must have been, give or take, 2 years? 2 years in high school, maybe? The constant nights of being at my mom's house, where she's so busy trying to make ends meet, going without, you know, food, I guess, and trying to keep the house up and running. No assistance from Dad. No parents in the house at all. I never see my brother. I never see my mom. The only person there is the dog, you know. And, and then, you know, just other weird shit like that. Basically, me and my brother raised ourselves. I don't remember, I like, the amount of times I remember sitting down and having dinner with my mom. 0. Never. It never happened. Never happened. Unless I had a friend over or, you know, something, whatever. You know, I love it when people say things like that. I bent over backwards to provide for you. Okay, cool. Look, I'm 10 years behind where I'm supposed to be. I'm 34, okay? And I've had no one else in my life. I didn't know what to do for the last 10 fucking years of my life. I had to readjust back from the military. I went in the military, you know? That's at least going to put me 4 years behind everyone else. You know? And I'm just tired of the constant guilt trips. We have a cousin in my family who is the cousin of my lawyer uncle. And he's autistic. I'm autistic too. We're both kind of like high functioning, but he's still a little more childlike, I would say. Nothing against him. But when my dad says things like, You know, I know you really don't like Lewis, but maybe you should hang out with him. Like, well, I mean, he's a little kid. I'm 34. You're going to say that, like, you think so little of me that you only think I can hang out with this fucking 10-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, however old he is? I'm just tired of it. I'm so tired of just the no respect thing back and forth. I give all the respect. I never say a bad thing about any of my parents at all whatsoever. And they both act like I'm straight up disrespecting them, you know, on the daily. I can't do it anymore. I don't want any more of the mental anguish, man. It's been 30 years. 30 years where I've been, like, self-aware. 34, 35. And, my God, like, if I ever step back and went, oh my God, like, I just woke up, like, last year, like 6 months ago, and I was just like, holy shit, oh my God, both of my parents are fucked up and dysfunctional. Oh my God, I have to get away from these guys. And somehow, innately, I knew that when I was 15, right? I knew it when I was 15. I was like, dude, I have to get away from this guy. I have to get away from my father because, like, he's making me suicidal and depressed. I can't stand to be around this guy. I got to get out of here. I got to be self-sufficient. I have to, and I got sucked back in. I wasted 10 years of my life. He's used these, like, warfare psychological tactics on me that, like, well, failure is a good thing. But if you fail, there's dire consequences. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to try? Do you want me not to try? Are you going to help me as, like, what a father is supposed to do? Or you're gonna help me? Or, like, do you just not want me to surpass you at all? Well, I want you to be good, son, but I want you to be an engineer. Well, then fucking tell me that. Let's build towards that goal. What do you want from me, dude? I'm good at science, I'm good at cooking, I work out, right? I mean, that's not the best lighting, but, right? I've never done any kind of wild drugs, ever. Booze, a little weed, whatever, you know? I don't have kids, fucking whenever, and just the disrespect on that kind of stuff, too. I get a girlfriend, and my dad tries to scare them away, you know? It's like he wants to keep me in a bubble. Oh, I want to keep you safe. I don't want to be safe, man. I don't want to be fucking bubble boy. It's like Professor Xavier holding back Jean Grey's powers. I know the Phoenix is in there, but I can't let her out. Mugo vivey vivey sow, Mugo vivey vivey sow. I got fucking the Hypnotoad is my father. What the fuck? What the fuck is this mind control shit? Get me away from it. I'm done. Thank you. You know? I don't want any more mental anguish in my life. If you come into my life and you want to add to it, you want to be a positive atmosphere and you want to be happy and you want to see me grow and I want to see you grow and I don't want any more of this negativity. I'm not trying. I like competition. I like having contests with other people to see and challenge each other how much further you can go. But don't challenge me by using anger, hatred, fear, intimidation, scare tactics, psychological warfare, sadness, pity trips, guilt trips, comparison examples. Like, well, that's the only thing you respond to. Well, yeah, you know why? Because, like, I don't want to do the things that you're asking me to. And if you want to ask what I'm trying to do in that regard, how do you even come to it? Well, see, when I put the fear of God into you, finally you do the right thing. Jesus Christ. Like, you have to go to the nuclear option? How about you just be a good fucking parent? You ever have somebody come up to you and you're trying to just talk about it? Look, man, it's not about that you're necessarily logically wrong. It's just the way in how you say things is not the right way to say it at the time that you're saying it. And I know, I have the same problem sometimes. I know that. But you ever try explaining to this and like, dude, look, I'm trying to mend this relationship between the two of us, and I need you to fix the way on how you talk to me. All right? Because there's been a lot of times where I've really wanted to get violent with you, and I just left. Smashing pots over your head, or grabbing a coffee cup and throwing coffee in your face, or, fucking anything, and like, you won't listen to reason. And then he's thinking the same thing in his head. You won't listen to reason. You're just stupid. Dad, I can't be stupid. I made it into the military. I had a secret clearance for a number of years, for crying out loud. I didn't score the best. I wasn't like nuclear scientist of the year for the military. I wasn't like the smartest guy out there. I mean, but, considering where I came from, where I didn't have any parents, I didn't have any tutors, I'm pretty much self-taught. And I scored average is 85 for like an IQ score, right? That's like barely passing to get into the military. That means you're a grunt. In most cases, if you can barely do that, right? So like 45 is like, right? And then 55 is another, and then like 65 to like 75 is like another category, and then like the 80, 95, your 85 pointer dudes, those are like fucking 140, 130 IQ guys. So like, I would be acceptable to say that I'm not the dumbest guy in the room, but I'm not the smartest. If I scored like a 63 or 68 on the ASVAB out of 99, dude, for the amount of mental abuse, divorce, isolation, bad nutrition habits, no social life, never a girlfriend until I got out of the military. I could just call it all out. And I have all of the potential to possibly do all these things. Like, I'm not retarded, thank God, right? And nothing against the retarded guys, maybe that's just life on easier settings, and I've chosen the hard path, I guess, as a soul before I came down here. I don't know, but choose your character. The whole thing's made out of clouds, It's like you do in a video game. Break into the throne room of God that's right there. He's just sitting on a big chair made out of clouds. You can't see his face because it's surrounded by angels. The big flowing robe. How do you make an entire stone chair out of clouds? I don't know. I think I had that in a dream or something when I was a kid. I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird dream. Still remember it till this day. But look out over finding your genetic code match. These people are dysfunctional, but they have the genetic code you need. All right, let's do it. When does the world end? Send me down. God, I am ready. What did God put me here for? What did he put me here for, man? Only the devil would say something. My dad said this to me too. It's like the Mr. Smith speech, right? Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist? Because I choose to. And it's all as artificial as the Matrix itself. Although, only the human mind can make something as insipid as love. My dad told me about destiny, and I keep asking him, like, what is my destiny? Like, what was I put here for? The genetic code in my head was wired a certain way to do something. Am I supposed to be another, design guy? Am I meant to lead people after the apocalypse? Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to be a workout guy? Comedian? I don't fucking know. But yeah. Excuse me. I don't know. There's always fearmongers about the apocalypse. But, like, if those are my skills, if I'm good at science, I'm good at computers, I'm good at working out, I'm good at food, I'm polite, I'm intelligent, I would assume. I'm not saying whatever. I have all this emotional baggage that's taken me on. Every decision I make that's ballsy. Like, I start writing these videos and putting them on YouTube, and they go, "Oh, that's such a bad move." I don't know what else to do. Man. I don't have another outlet for this. Every time I try to get an outlet for this, whatever this is, no one wants to talk about it. Every time I try to get a therapist, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk to me. I gotta find another way. I really have to. I can't waste my life being a garbage man. I can't waste my life being, a floor sweeper guy, like my dad says. No, I can't. Look, it's not about me not wanting to do the jobs I was cut out to be. Look, I'm a healthy, strong guy in my 30s, okay? My back hurts, my knee hurts. I've got a fucking, I've got physical problems, But, because I was strong when I was 18, 23 years old, doesn't mean I'm that strong in my 30s and 40s, man. Oh, man. To maintain that kind of strength for that long, that would be great. But I can't do 5 pull-ups right now, man. I am out of shape. I am not in the same shape I was in my 20s. I got to get back there. But, I'll figure it out, Ooh. I need to get back on my supplements. I need my, get myself back in shape. I think I found a nice place. I don't know. I guess it's kind of ran over for the minute. I know the lighting sucks, and everything's kind of makeshift at the moment, but I'm working on it. I will eventually fix it all. Yeah, big things are going to happen this year, and I have to get all of the negative people out of my life. If you don't support me, if you argue with me, if you're mocking me, you know, in some kind of way, like my friend Eddie Van Arsdale was. I hate when people do that. They only talk to you because they disagree with you. I hate people like that. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. And I know, right? That's the same thing. Still that dumb thing on Instagram right now. Yes, they're all wrong. Obviously, I can park in front of my house, but it's impolite for a neighbor to park so close to the so-called driveway in my house. Yeah, just like be the person that, you know, you want to be, right? Personally, if my neighbor asked me about 100 fucking times, hey, do you mind just parking your car on the other side of the driveway? Yeah, dude, no problem. That's okay. Yeah. I would tell my idiot fat boy son who weighs 400 pounds, hey, nah, look, we got enough space in the driveway and we have like twice the amount of land that guy next to us does. So you're going to park your car as close, as far up the driveway as you possibly can. Listen to me, you little shit. You're going to do it or you're not going to fucking live here. Okay, Dad. You know? And I just don't get it. New place I'm looking at, it's got a driveway. Yes. Yes. Fuck yeah. Finally, some things are gonna start winning for me. More money, more education, more friends, more social life. Everything this year is finally gonna work out.